How's it going, Si? Today, I want to talk to you about Star Wars. See, the thing about Star Wars is when you start at the very...
I just want to apologize now for the squeaking of this chair. Oh, of course, now it doesn't squeak. You'll hear it in the video. Today, I want to talk about the best order to watch Star Wars. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, that is a super easy question. Chronological. But some say the release order. I'm here to solve all your problems. Recently, I had heartbreaking news that my girlfriend, Melissa, had never seen the Star Wars movies. So I researched, and I wanted her to have the best Star Wars experience. I actually ended up having a unique order. So the order that I leaned towards is called the machete. It's called the machete order. But I changed it a little bit because the machete order doesn't have episode 1. I have episode 1. So let's dive into the order. Number 1, you start with episode 4. Why? You start with episode 4 because you see Darth Vader as this big bad guy. You don't know him as a kid. You don't know him as a Jedi. All he is hopping in a ship, being bad. Also, you don't have any connection with any of the characters. So you don't know that Leia and Luke are brother and sister. Darth Vader is Luke's father. You are entering in with a clean slate. The second in my order is episode 5. So because you only have episode 4, you're going to feel the tension between Han and Luke on who's going to get Leia. Because they're both playing the field. The most important thing about episode 5 is to end with not knowing what's going to happen to Han. So you don't know if he's going to die, you don't know if he's going to be frozen. You have no idea. Episode 5, I would argue that Darth Vader is at his absolute worst. Now here's where things get different. I would say the third film to watch is episode 1. Now that you've seen Darth Vader at his worst, it's jarring to meet Anakin. You don't have this sympathy for this child at first. It's weird going from such a bad guy to this little kid who's winning a pod race for these Jedi. And that's about all the redemption I have for episode 1. I'm not a big fan. And the order I recommend, number 4, is episode 2. Simply, I put that at number 4 because it follows number 1 and you see the progression in Anakin's life as the dark side begins to take root. And you see Anakin and Padme's relationship develop. Number 5 is, in my opinion, the best prequel, episode 3. By watching episode 3, you're going to have a deep sympathy for Anakin, or as you're watching the later films, you're going to have a sympathy for Darth Vader. He's not simply this guy that's storming onto a ship. He's this guy that his life has just been rocked. He's been manipulated by the Emperor, and the choices he made to protect the things that he wanted, he has lost all the things that he wanted. Finally, what do I say is the last one? The last one, episode 6. With episode 6, you have the groundwork laid out. You now know Luke and Leia are brother and sister. You can sympathize with Darth Vader. You are, in a way, almost rooting for him. And you want him to be good. You understand how Darth Vader is Luke's father. So you're entering in with supreme knowledge. So you get to see Han get rescued. And most importantly, what I would say the whole thing is about, you see Anakin find redemption. You see him fulfilling the prophecy. That is why I would say this is the best order. By watching the films in this order, I think you get the most surprises. I think this order brings the deepest impact from the movies. So, Si, I'm glad I could share a very nerdy side of me, and I will see you on Friday.